If you're looking to game at 1080p ultra settings and have a budget of $450, then keep watching. So welcome back to another video. This is TeamOverclocked, and in today's video, we'll be going over a $450 gaming PC for March and April 2017. Now this is definitely a good machine for gaming at 1080p ultra settings. Although you won't be hitting the 60 FPS mark in most games, you will still get a very high quality experience with this setup. But anyways, without further ado, let's get right into the PC build. For the processor, we have the Intel Pentium G4560 for $60. Although this is a dual-core CPU, it does have hyper-threading, so this will be able to play games that need 4 threads. Along with that, this is clocked at a decent 3.5 GHz, so for some 1080p gaming and light video editing, this CPU should do you well. For the motherboard, we have the Gigabyte GA B250M-DS3H for $69. This is full of a lot of features like 4 RAM slots, USB 3 headers, and an M.2 slot. Since this has the LGA 1151 socket, you can upgrade to an i5 or an i7 later on. Along with that, this has the B250 chipset, and this means that this supports Kaby Lake processors out of the box, which is pretty convenient. Next up for the RAM, we have the Avixar Core 8GB set for $48. This is one 8GB stick of RAM clocked at a fast 2400 MHz. This of course is DDR4, which is the latest memory standard and is supported by Kaby Lake. For 1080p gaming and some light video editing, this should do you well. For the hard drive, we have the Seagate Barracuda 1TB drive for $47. This is a pretty good hard drive that spins at 7200 RPM and has 64 MB of cache. The 1000 GB capacity gives this a great price per gigabyte and should be a lot for your games, movies, and media files. For the GPU, we have the XFX RX 470 for $149. This is a fast GPU that comes clocked at 1.2 GHz and uses 120 watts. The 4 GB frame buffer on this should be the perfect amount for 1080p gaming. Performance-wise, this should max out games at 1080p when paired with a nice CPU like the Pentium G4560, and it can run games at 1440p if you lower the settings a bit. Next up for the case, we have the Cougar MX200 for $33. Now this case has a very sleek gamer-oriented design. Since this is a budget case, the cable management is not going to be the best, but it will be good enough considering that there isn't a side panel on this. Along with that, this has a lot of space for all of our components, and it has room for upgrades in the future, so all around this is a great buy. For the PSU, we have the EVGA 550 for $35. You're getting 550 watts of power with this power supply, which is a lot considering it's only $35. Along with that, you shouldn't have any problem powering this PC with this power supply, and you should be able to upgrade to a new CPU and GPU without a problem later on. If you want to check out this PC, I'm going to leave a PC part picker link in the description, so click that to get all of the parts, their prices, and the retailer that sells them. Anyways guys, that's all for today. If you liked the video, please be sure to overclock the like button. If you didn't like it, please dislike this video and subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.